Hello, welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander with Bona Adhesives.
I'm Rob Johnson with the Bona Training.
Hello, Rob.
Good afternoon, Wayne. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Good afternoon to you.
You catch any of that World Series?
Not one inning. No, but I've been hearing about this Japanese kid, man, and what a breath of fresh air into the major leagues. I'm not a baseball fan. I'm not. I love the history of it. I love the tradition of it. I love going to a game. I was in Wrigley Field this year, and I just was in heaven. I just love this is America. I love it, and I loved playing it when I was a kid. But I just don't have the patience anymore to sit through 9 innings. But I'm thrilled for this kid and the other kid on that team too. Man, they have us. Man, he's
Those
Babe
two
Ruth.
Japanese guys on the Dodgers are
They're
unbelievable.
they're incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for them and what it's done for Major League Baseball. So all right,
I was up doing a school in Toronto on the first day of the World Series, so
Mhm.
Canada was pretty pumped. I was pulling for Toronto. I got a lot of
Yeah,
friends up in Toronto, and I was pulling for Toronto because they just it seemed like all odds were against them on this one. Everybody was picking LA just to crush them, but
yeah.
uh, it was a great boy. I know you don't watch it, but that was a great series. The cool thing too about that series, that was like a true World Series. You had the United States, you had
Yeah,
Canada, you had
yeah,
Japan. There was a lot of
yeah,
people watching.
yeah,
There was a
yep.
lot of people
I
watching.
can imagine. I
So
don't know what the difference in hours from here to Japan is, but I can imagine a lot of people were up at odd hours watching that World Series because of those two kids.
yeah,
Um, and I'm from I'm not
I
from
hated
the.
the way it ended though.
Mm-hmm.
I hated the way World Series Game 7. This should always end on a home run. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Home run. That's
Hmm.
it. I
Yeah.
just hate seeing them end on a double play.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
It was kind of. I know the people in Toronto didn't like it either, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Yep.
But great World Series.
There you go. All
Loved
right.
it.
We're going to talk about a couple things here. One, I think, one, I want to talk about concrete and moisture a little bit. And I think you want to talk about training a little bit too. So why don't you go first?
Well, let me get my notes here. Yeah, what we're going to talk about today is the schedule came out for next year's schools. And did you open up that email I sent you about this?
Why, sure I did.
You didn't. Okay.
No, sorry.
All right, we're going to have them put this we got to have them put this picture up on the show after the show. We'll give it to Chris, send it over to Chris, or Chris might already have it. So it's like, go on the Bona website, type in Bone Sand and Finish Schools if you want to sign up for it. So it says right there, why attend? Learn the why and how of the entire sand stain and finish process. Receive top-rated training from Bona Systems experts. Network with and learn from industry peers. Train and work on full-size wood panels. Improve the technical sales and marketing side of your business, and the cost of the class may be tax deductible.
Okay.
Now it says down there, school registration fees. Complete the registration, submit today, 349 bucks. What a deal. Now you see that picture
Yeah.
of the guys working?
Yep.
Do you know that's you? Blow it up.
Sure
That's
is.
you.
That figures.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I'd know that big head of blonde hair anywhere, or
Blonde
blonde or
hair.
red or whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now look right over your shoulder.
Yep. You
Look
standing
at
with
me.
your hands in your pockets.
Hands in my. Look at the shirt I'm wearing.
Yep.
Could I look any worse?
No.
I look like a bum. off the street. Like
Yeah.
I'm lost. Yeah.
Why why would they use that picture?
I have absolutely no idea. I think somebody said, let's find the worst picture of Rob we can. He ain't
Hey,
doing anything. Hands in his pocket.
when I
Oh
go
my
when I go
God.
out to the bars and pick up the ladies, I'm going to show them this picture and tell them I'm a trainer.
I can't believe that picture.
You imagine having to
It,
date? You imagine having to date nowadays? I feel sorry for people that have to date nowadays.
I think opposite.
Really? Well,
Look,
in one
when
respect,
you and I were dating,
yeah,
okay,
not each
and
other. Let's get
for
that clear.
me, this is you go back 42 years ago,
Yeah.
okay? Actually, 43. That's when
Okay.
I was dating.
Hmm.
43 years ago was the last time I was dating. You were all on your own.
Yeah. No help.
You were
That's
completely on
very
your own.
true. That is very
You
true.
you had nothing to hide behind. You couldn't,
No.
hey, you know what? Here's a
Yeah.
picture of me at a wedding and I look pretty good. I'm going to put this up on the dating app and this is what pe we didn't have that.
Not only that, you could like, okay, here's my profile on the internet. I'm on some dating site, and then if you like it, you connect with me. If not, that way you don't have to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, they don't say
Yeah.
to your face, "Nah, I
Yeah.
don't think so." No.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandra, would you like to maybe go out this Friday? I was thinking maybe we could go to movies. No, I don't think so, Wayne.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to do that
Exactly.
anymore. You
Right.
just
No, no.
it's all on the
No.
internet. You don't get your feelings hurt.
How easy is that?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Come on.
And then it's a
You
numbers
don't get
game.
that. Now, the look.
Yeah.
Remember that look?
Remember walking all the way
You
across the gym
probably remember
floor?
that look very well.
Of
Hey, would
course.
you like to dance?
I got red
And
hair
they
as a
give a little
kid.
chuckle.
Yeah.
No,
You
no,
want,
no,
then
I
they
don't
tell
want
their
to dance
friends,
with you. No, no,
this
you
guy
imagine
wanted,
that guy thinks it, go ask your friend. I'll dance with your friend, not you.
yeah, yeah. Kids got it made now. Now they think about it.
Oh my gosh. And
It's so much work though.
they just scroll through, right? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she looks cute. Yeah, I think I'll
Yeah.
buzz her.
Hmm.
No, I think it's a million times easier.
Actually, I would be a superstar if I dated today. I would have it made. I would just, it's a numbers game. I get on every site to everybody. And then, yeah, you know what? If I get five, yeah, it's more than I expected.
Yes. Um,
I'll tell you. Well, no, I won't.
I'll tell you something. Speaking of dating, um, when Bum was getting serious with a girl,
Okay.
so my wife said, you need to have the talk with him. You know, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, this is my father thing. I got it.
Yeah.
So I had the quick talk with him. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The real fast talking. Hey, we all, and he was all like, oh, yeah, I don't want to, it's weird. Yeah. All right,
Hmm.
whatever. Okay. But I go, now here's what I really want to tell you. If I had to do it over again, I would be asking out, and if I was back in high school, 3 women a day.
Hmm.
And I would start with captain of the cheerleaders. Okay.
No, because I would be the captain of the cheerleader team. If I had to do it again, I'd be on the cheerleader team. If I had a kid today, I'd say, hey, listen, man, I know this football looks fun, but you need to join the cheerleader team. Let me tell you,
I can just see Wayne Highlander. I like how you're captain of the
yeah,
cheerleader team.
well, I'm pretty athletic. You can see me stretch.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
your dad did the speech for you. When I was a kid, and I think this is the reason why this happened. My mom told me to get a letter certified. Okay, go down there and get this letter certified in the post office. So I go down to the post office. I wait in line. It's a long line. There's a lot of people behind me. Close to Christmas. I get to the counter, and he says, "What can I do for you?" I said, "I need to get this letter circumcised." And everybody behind the counter was rolling laughing. People behind me were rolling. Then someone said, "What did he say?" And he goes, "He said he wants to let her circumcise." I think I was 12. So I was dying of embarrassment. And the guy goes, I think you want to get it certified. I said, okay. I go to the phone
No,
booth.
definitely circumcised.
Yeah. And I told my mom, I said, what did you tell me to do with this letter? She said, I told you to get it certified. What? I said, what does circumcised mean? Then when she told me, I thought, oh my God, when is this going to happen? Oh, I had no idea. I kept thinking, wow, this is going to be so painful. I had no idea. So then she sent me down to Father Keller at the church. And I thought I was going to help him. I was an altar boy at the time, and I thought I had to help him with something. And he goes, "Come on in, Wayne, sit down." I said, "Okay, Father, what's happening?" And he goes, "Well." Then he gave me the speech. He gave me the thing about, do you ever think about this? I told him I think about nothing is what I think about Father Keller. I don't think, do you ever wonder how the body works? No, sir. No, Father. I don't ever wonder about how the body, nothing. I get nothing. I can give you the wine at church. I can bring you the bell. I'm not going to talk about these things with you. So he told me to go home and bring back my brother John. I told John, just lay low, man, until things don't, but don't go. So, all right. Anyhow, what about training? There's a lot of schools coming up next year.
Yes. All right. I'm going to read them off and then we'll talk about them. All right, here we go. March 24th. And they're all 3-day schools. Starting on March 24th, Manalapan, New Jersey. That's opening, that's the season opener. April 7th, Madison, Wisconsin. May 5th, Rancho Cordova, California. We got
That's
a
the
brand new training center there.
Yes.
Everybody's pumped. Okay. Finally, California's got their own training center. May 19th, Nashville. Ooh, that could be a nice one. That's right around my birthday too, Wayne. You should be there.
I'll be there to
June
celebrate.
16th, Toronto. July 7th, Kirkland, Washington. Remember, these are all 3-day schools, so it's 7th through the 9th. July 25th, Palatine, Illinois.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
July 21st, Palatine. You want to get there when it's over. So it's July 21st.
What did I say?
You said the 25th.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just put eye drops in. Thank
Okay.
you.
That's your
July
fault.
20, July 21st, Palatine. August 4th, Charlotte. August 18th, Englewood, Colorado. Charlotte, North Carolina. Colorado. September 17th, Calgary.
That's September 15th. If you get there on the 17th, it's the last day. What the hell's the matter with you?
I told you I just put eye drops in.
Well, yeah, wait.
Um,
I I made plane reservations and everything because this schmuck put eye drops in. I'm at 2 days after the class is done.
all right, I'll take my time. September 22nd, Manalapan,
New Jersey.
New Jersey. That's September 22nd. October 13th, Rancho Cordova. And October 27th, the last official 3-day school, Nashville, Tennessee. So I know what you're thinking. Boy, that looks like a lot more than we had last year. Yes, we had to add some schools. Um, what's happening with our schools is they have become so popular that, and the reason I'm reading these dates out now, if you are thinking about training, hop on, okay? Get on the website, sign up because they close these out once they hit a certain number. And so rather than turning students away, we were doing some impromptu schools, but we decided that this way we could have some official schools and not have to turn the overflow away. So definitely sign up. And the more people that sign up, then we'll, if we need to, like we did this year, we will add schools. But we did add some schools. I think we added 5 more schools than we had last year, just because, like I said, the signups have been crazy. Schools are always filled and packed, and of course, they're always a good time.
Well, also those schools are on the internet on our website, and listen, if Nashville can't be a better time. right? I mean, the Rancho Cordova, you're right down the road from Lake Tahoe. Maybe an hour and a half drive to Lake Tahoe from there. I mean, one of the most beautiful places in America. So, Manalapan, New Jersey, if you've never been to New York City, yeah, take your bride to New York City afterwards for a couple days and then enjoy you make an event out of it. So, even Palatine, Illinois, I love Illinois. I mean, Illinois, I love Chicago. It is it always gets a bad rap, but it's such a good foodie town. And take the tour down there, down to take the water bus down through town. It's fantastic, man. Go to a baseball game. Although, what is it? July. Yeah, it'll be a baseball game in July, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, they play baseball in the summer. Yes, they
Okay,
do.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So I'm pumped. We've added schools, and I know we'll be adding some more. And of course we do those impromptu type things, recode schools and gym schools and all sorts of stuff. So going to be a big year next year. I'm looking forward to it. But
yeah.
that picture that they put up there,
That's an insult to you
well,
that they put me on there. You know what? It really is. I shouldn't be on there.
I just
And you shouldn't be
I
there with your hands
just
in your
picked that
pockets.
up. Now I don't know how many people are going to know that's you. I
No.
know it was you.
Yeah,
You
because you're
know it was
standing
you.
behind me. You recognize.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that picture of me there, like, whew,
Yeah. Not the best.
yeah, like, man, this has been a long year. I'm out of here. That's what that
Marketing
picture looks like.
marketing ladies going, next time you run your mouth about me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Eileen and I were okay. I guess
Well,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not a great picture, not at all.
Hmm.
And look at you, just down there working.
Working away. Yeah.
That really is a classic picture of you and I. I mean, that really tells the story.
Yeah. I'm sad to say.
Who's the rising star and who's just a schlump?
Yeah. Too much. Um, well, we are on
So
the,
I'll tell you what, too. Okay. If you're wondering why attend a school, I mean, we always say this, why attend a school, but holy mackerel. Years ago when I first started training, we had these schools were 4 days. They were 4 day schools. Think of the things that we've added. Okay. I mean, just power drive. Not only have we added the power drive, but now you've got wire brushes, steel plates, the diamond plates, and
weights.
and each one of them, right? The weight kits,
Mhm.
and they all have specific uses. You're going to learn, the proper use of all these different things. The diamond plates are you look like you got a question on your face. The diamond plates are the ones to take off the aluminum oxide finish.
Well, I was just going to
So
say, look at all the sandpaper. The differences in sandpaper now. With
the
all, so if you haven't been familiar with it in the last couple of years, even
yeah,
it's a game changers for scratch pattern and how your floors turn out. I'll tell you what, man. I'll say this: as good as I thought I was back 15 years ago, 20 years, no, maybe longer than that, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, doing floors, and I thought, man, I am top of the ladder. I guarantee you, if I go back and look at those floors compared to what could be done today, no comparison. I mean, the technology has just gotten so much better. So,
I don't know if I ever told this story before, but everybody should go back and look at something that they did 20, 25 years ago.
yeah.
I might have told you this story. Well, I'll
Yeah,
tell it
you
again.
did. I can tell the story.
All right, go ahead.
When Bum had you go out and help him do a job, and was it a bunch of nail holes they put in the floor or something?
No, you got it
What's that?
wrong already. You can't tell the
Okay,
story. Not
okay,
anymore. Yeah, that
okay,
ship has sailed. So
okay.
I get a text from Bum one day, picture of this atrocious job. Just nail holes, the starter rows,
I was close.
nailed three or four, rusty holes. They're coming apart, big joints, gaps, just terrible. All he does is send me this picture. I send You didn't say anything. I sent a note back like, what a hack. And he said, yeah, Mrs. Santos Stefano says hello. You were here 25 years ago or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're a horrible son. You really are terrible.
Yeah. Set you up.
Okay. It's just scary. And I thought I was doing a great job back then. Elmer gluing everything and this will
Mm,
never move, the whole deal. Oh my,
mm.
it was some serious ugliness.
Wow.
But there are just, I look at just from when I started training 8 years ago to what we're doing now. Like I said, it used to be a 4 day school, but with the new equipment, the new machines, Traffic Go, Readout, Chroma, I mean, things are changing quick.
You know,
And that's the great part of these schools is just keeping up with the new technology.
that's a really good point. Is that even from where you started 8 years ago, it's no comparison to today. With the tools that you had to work with at Bona back then and what we did in the classes compared to today, with all the different it's night and day. It's not
Yeah.
even close.
We used to just scratch the surface with adhesives. And now adhesives has turned into their own school.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think of that. Think about
Yep.
8 years ago where adhesives was then
Mm-hmm.
compared to where we are now.
Yes, it's light years.
It is crazy.
Yep. Yep. It's
And
called
those
progress.
adhesive schools, I'm wondering, that probably should be the next thing we put up on the training site is when
Yeah.
they're going to be doing the install schools. I
Yep.
think that will go up next.
Cool.
Sometimes what we try to do too, keep your eyes open for this, is kind of piggyback things, like maybe do a 1 or 2 day install and then the school. A couple weeks ago, I was up in Toronto and we did a 2 day school, and then I piggybacked that on a third day. We did a recode school, and we got another one of those coming up. So, um, you know, take a look at that because you could, if you're not, sometimes the guys weren't showing up for the 2 day. They didn't have time to do the 2 day, but they would come in for that 1 day recode school. So,
Yeah.
but just with back to your end of the woods here, your neck of the woods, I just can't believe how far adhesives has come in the last 8 years since I started training.
Yeah. And then since we've added flow to the lineup, it's just kind of blown up. So even more so. So yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
So are you adding, who are the trainers now? You've got yourself
So we
and who
got
else?
me, we got Mike Dittmer, we got D. Lenston. He's the captain of the squad. So me, Dittmer, Danny Miller, and Nathan Ventura.
Hmm.
And Danny has been a lead now for a few years. Actually, Nathan just led his first school a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we had.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. We have the strongest training team in the industry. I mean, bar none.
And I really like the guys you got now, man. They're good. And even the young kids, man, they're good guys and super, super knowledgeable and just take it to heart. So cool. And I think the world of anybody who knows Michael Dittmer knows he's one of the best guys in this industry, bar none. And of course D is the bomb. So cool. All right.
You said D is the bomb, right?
Yeah, D is the most lovable guy in the industry, man. Everywhere
It
I go,
sounded like I thought it sounded like you said D is the bum. I was like, no,
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 no, no,
no.
no. D is the bomb. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, he knows I
he
think
is
the
the
world of
bomb.
him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
Yep.
captain of our team too.
Yep. Yep.
Dittman, the addition of Dittmer, Mike Dittmer is just, I mean, he's really leading the way with our install schools and those specialty install schools with the herringbone and parquet. And yeah, I mean, just, is some of the things that people have seen the pictures of our Christmas school last year where um, he installed lights inside of the floor, just doing crazy things and telling people, showing people that
You know,
you can do anything.
you know something about Dittmer. So here's why he's so good. He is 1 foot. steeped in tradition with his dad and doing all the work that, I mean, they did some of the historical buildings they've been in and jobs they've done in old floors. I mean, yeah, he doesn't take a backseat to anybody in that arena. But his other foot is in all the new technology, all the new stuff that's come down the pike, all the new tools. And then you add that to his passion for the industry and the trade. And then number four, how humble he is. I've said it before, I'm his biggest fan. I mean, you can't be around Michael Dittmer and not think this is one of the greatest guys in the industry. And he teaches that way, and he's just a delight to be around.
You know why he
So,
teaches that way?
hmm.
And this is he told me this one day. We were out to supper one night, and I was kind of saying, man, it's amazing, the things that you've been teaching and how awesome it is to watch it and everything. And he goes, don't kid yourself. He goes, I only got to do this once in a while. He goes, I was just like everybody else,
Hmm.
knock them down, drag them out, sand them, move on to the next. He goes, I was a regular floor guy. He goes, I was not, I know only one wood floor of the year, and I always, will get on him and make sure he mentions that to the class. He said, but, 95% of my life was just like everybody else. Go to work every day, grinding floors, three, four coats, move on to the next one, get it right. And I was like, wow, there's where that's
Hmm.
his background. That's what he feels he really is just a real floor guy who wasn't all about the high profile type jobs and stuff. He goes, yeah. He goes, we had him. He said, but most of my life was just like everybody else, just
Hmm.
grunting them out every day going to work. And
And
he teaches like, he
yeah.
instructs that way.
Yeah. And here's the thing too. Sometimes when people get a little bit of notoriety and they've been around and they got a name and a reputation, you might see a little bit of ego come out here and there. You'll never see it with Mike. He treats everybody. If you're your first day on the job, he'll treat you just like he treats the guy who's been doing it for 30 years. He's just that kind of guy. So very classy guy. And so we're lucky to have him. I've said it from the beginning. You and the rest of that team do just an amazing job, Rob. So
Thank you.
so look at the schedule. Look at the schedule on the and plan for it and sign up for it. And love to have you come out to school. Means a lot to us and the camaraderie there. It's always a great time. And put it on your calendar for 26.
You're going to have a lot of laughs and you're going to learn a lot too. You're going to have a
Okay.
lot of fun and you're going to learn a lot.
All right. Well, thank you, Rob. We're excited about the schedule coming out next year. And please stay tuned for another episode. And this has been another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.